Hello, podcast world. Welcome to my channel. It's your boy Terrence Grundy here, back in full effect. It's been, I don't know how long it's been. It's been a little while since I've actually got in front of this camera. Ever since the ice storm hit, they've been doing fixing on some things around here, so haven't really been up to doing any videos. I've been mostly just podcasting because it's way easier to just talk than it is to get in front of the camera sometimes. And you never know what a person's going through. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit of motivation to get behind the camera, or get in front of the camera, I should say, and do consistent work. But I'm open to work with those who want to work with me. So if you want to record, let me know, and we can definitely do some YouTube videos. With that being said, today I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to make a couple of videos today, or try to anyway, and talk about some things that I've been seeing. The first thing I'm going to talk about is I just got through watching the second episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It is great. The one thing that I love about a movie or a show is the world tour, is what I'm going to call it. When you end up in America, then you end up in Europe, and you end up in Germany, and then you end up in just Africa, and you end like all over the globe. You're traveling, and the bad guys are constantly moving or whatever. And the concept of this movie is, the show, Falcon and Winter Soldier, is that they're going up against some super soldiers that want the world to be like it was when the blip had happened. And if you're not familiar with the blip, it's what happened after Thanos snapped his fingers, bow, and made half of the universe, trillions of people, disappear. So something to think about. And during that process or whatever, that was over a span of, I think, about 5 years. So 5 years, half the universe was gone. So in that process, Tony Stark, R.I.P. Tony Stark, he had a daughter. He got married, Pepper Potts, and had a daughter named Morgan Stark. And he was like, no matter what happens in the future, or no matter what happens, I have to keep what I've gained at all costs. I have to, He's learned the joy of being a parent. So shout out to all you proud parents out there. You know how he feels about his child. So, they go on this little in-game time heist and succeed. And then the next movie after that was Spider-Man Far From Home. And then, as you know, they called it the blip. And when Thanos snapped his fingers, when Tony Stark, I am Iron Man, bow, snapped his fingers or whatever, it brought back the half of the trillions of people in the universe that disappeared in a matter of an instant. And I don't know if you've seen the WandaVision show, but it shows kind of what that was like, kind of intense. And the worst thing that could probably would happen to you if you had, let's say that you were here and not erased out of existence, the struggle of knowing what it was like. Then you come back, if you were blipped out of existence, you don't know the struggle of what it was like. You back. But let's imagine for a second, because this was kind of happening on WandaVision, that you wake up, you're back in existence, and your parent had cancer, and they died 3 years in the 5 years of the blip. So you come back looking for them, and they're gone. Can't bring back somebody who died during the blip. So just think about that. And they have that on WandaVision. So definitely check out WandaVision for everyone who hasn't watched that yet. Let's see. They talk about on WandaVision how her powers are so strong that she is one of the few, if not the number one, Avengers who could have single-handedly taken on Thanos and possibly killed Thanos and saved the day. But that's another story for another day, I guess. Some people say, what about Captain Marvel? Well, Captain Marvel held her own. Iron Man held his own, you know. Only person that I can say that I'm very disappointed in is the Hulk. He's not so incredible, is he? He got his ass whooped. I'm talking about Thanos put them hands on him. Neck punch, chop, chop, pop, pop, stop, you know what I'm saying? He Rocky Balboa'd him. Bing, bing. And then sent him back to Earth, and he never came back until he came back as Professor Hulk because of how Bruce Banner felt about the whole situation. Now, in this Falcon and Winter Soldier show, it's basically about a group of separatist mercenaries who have become some sort of super soldiers. And like I say, they were here on Earth during the blip. And just imagine the struggle of, let's say, losing a parent, you know, that was blipped out of existence. And you're a child, you know, let's say you're 10 years old and you're 11 years old, or whatever the case is. Because that's what happened to Ant-Man when he came back and was like, what the heck happened here, you know? So he went and he ran into his daughter. So now his daughter went from the little girl's daughter to like a teenage daughter, you know what I'm saying? And you just imagine, you know, that's all I'm saying. And you know, Spider-Man and all his friends were blipped out of existence, most of them anyway, except for that one guy who he was competing for MJ's attention with on the Far From Home show. So just, you know, think about it. Just think about like you're in high school and you're 15 and you're blipped, and you come back and one of your classmates wasn't blipped, and you know they're making them go to school at 20. This thing's just all out of whack right now because of the whole blip situation. So now Falcon, if you remember at the end of Endgame, was given Captain America's shield and was like, it feels like someone else's. He says the exact same thing on the show as he gives it to the government to basically put in a museum on display. RIP, retirement, whatever, retiring the shield basically. And the government was like, being who they are, you know how the government is, was like, we're just gonna use it and give it to this other guy, John Walker. And now I'm pretty sure that he's a great guy, but he's no Steve Rogers. He's John Walker. He goes in, and now he's like the Star-Spangled Man, you know. The one thing that I can say is when they redid that song that Captain Rogers used to come out on, Captain America used to come out on, and punch Adolf Hitler in the face or whatever, back when before he had the vibranium shield, when he had the script, you know, doing the USO shows, and the girls would come out and dance and everything. Dun, 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 you know, you probably, you know, that's enough of it for you to pretty much know what I'm talking about. They jazzed it up. They had like some HBCU band, I don't know, you know, all dressed up in red, white, and blue mostly, and they were out there getting down with some traditional sound, and it was like, yeah, for me to come from, to have gone to Prairie View A&M University and Marching Storm, it was a great feel for me. So I was like, yeah, they really jazzed it up, you know, made it more relatable, more modern. Dun, 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 you know, that sound, hey, but, you know, more modern. So he gets out there, and of course they got to do this full-blown interview, and I think his girlfriend is chocolate. I think his girlfriend is like a light-skinned chick, you know what I'm saying? This white guy, you know, I like that. I like, hey, you know, I don't discriminate. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Hey, she looks pretty good, you know? So, he's a well-decorated soldier. He high marks, high strength and stamina endurance, does very well with the Captain America's shield, vibranium one, and you know, he's the guy that they chose, and he was like, I don't know if it's me, You know, he was like, but I will do my best because I want to make the world safer like Captain America did when he had the shield. So feel free to go and check out the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I left some things out. I don't want to put in too many spoilers out there, but I feel like you should be caught up. If not, if you're watching my channel, then you should be able to. Again, I'm a big Marvel fan. I just recently watched the what did I watch? The Zack Snyder's reboot for Justice League. Check that out. You know, and there's some movies coming out that I'm gonna talk about, and if you want to see what I'm talking about in the next video or the next video, they're here or there or up there or down there or somewhere, you know, probably right there. But click on that and we'll definitely see y'all next time. Thank y'all. Peace.